What's up, you guys? Casey Farlow here, registered dietitian and healthy hormone weight loss expert, coming at you with one of my favorite topics, which is how to reduce sugar gradually for your hormones. Because listen, you guys, blood sugar balance is one of the pillars of hormone balance. And the way to balance your blood sugar is really by gradually reducing sugar in your diet to boost your hormone health. So I'm going to go through my tips and tricks on how to slowly start to move your diet towards less sugar and more nutrient dense foods. So let's get started. First and foremost, a lot of my clients talk to me about, God, Casey, I just have so many sugar cravings. Like, I'm craving sugar all day and I don't understand what's going on. And one of the problems with too much sugar in your diet is you're literally feeding microbes in your gut that love sugar. And their food source is sugar. So they literally start to tell your brain to eat more sugar. So it's insane how our gut bacteria really can determine what we eat in our diet. Because if they starve, then they're not going to be happy. So they're literally telling you, please give me sugar because I want to survive, right? So the key to reducing sugar is really to reduce it slowly in your diet so that we keep those bacteria happy. They don't really know what's going on. But we're also starting to shift your bacteria to more of that fiber-loving bacteria versus the sugar-loving bacteria. And that, in essence, is actually going to help your cravings for sugar when we start to fix your gut bacteria. So I'm going to start to talk about what are those tips and tricks to start to wean off the sugar and have more of that micronutrient dense food and that fiber loving food and fiber loving bacteria in your gut. So the first thing that I often see is a lot of my clients are having a lot of beverages with a ton of sugar in them. So whether that's soda or your Starbucks or any kind of, sugar sweetened beverage or tea that's sweetened. So the first easy way to kind of start to reduce that sugar intake is to start to reduce those sugar-laden beverages. So like at Starbucks or just your soda, starting to switch those into lower sugar. So one thing that I recommend is if you love like a Starbucks latte that's caramel, just reducing the pumps of caramel can actually have a big impact on the sugar consumption. So let's say an average drink has 3 pumps of caramel. Just saying, hey, can I have half the pumps of the flavoring? That's actually going to bring down your sugar a lot. And then trying to do, flavored waters, like doing fruit infused water or adding lemon and lime to your water, doing something to kind of change it up and give it a little bit more flavor can be super helpful. So again, really trying to reduce those sugar-laden beverages and always check your labels, you guys. One of my big words of advice is really trying to not go over 3 grams of added sugar in anything that you're eating. So looking at the label to make sure there's no more than 3 grams added sugar. Thankfully, lately they've changed the food label to include added sugar, and this has been in the last couple years, so you can actually look to see how much added sugar is in your food. And let me tell you, it's going to be very eye-opening for you guys. Another thing to look out for is sauces. So whether that's salad dressings or any sauces, usually can carry a lot of added sugar. So again, make sure you read the label, no more than 3 grams of added sugar per serving. And this goes for any sauces, okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is making sure you guys are getting enough of that PFF, so protein, fat, and fiber with your meals. One of the biggest mistakes I see is people going too low in the protein and too low in the fat, okay? We need protein and fat to stabilize your blood sugar and ward off those sugar cravings. So my word of advice is trying to have 25% of your calories in protein. And I usually do that PFF because it's easy to remember and it's easy to look at your plate and say, okay, what is my protein? What is my fat and what is my fiber? Fiber coming from fruits and vegetables, okay? So making sure you're getting that PFF balance in your meals And then trying to include a protein source in your snacks. So I have that snack guide below. Make sure you check it out with 50 different PFF snacks for you guys to use. That's going to help stabilize your blood sugar and help ward off those food cravings or those sugar cravings. Another thing that's kind of hard to come by for a lot of people is sleep, okay? Making sure you're getting adequate sleep is going to help your sugar cravings. So getting 7 to 8 hours is going to help you to start to reduce your sugar during the day. Another way to start to reduce your sugar intake is by starting to use healthy sugar substitutes, okay? That taste really good, that are tasting just like sugar, but they're not going to impact your blood sugar and they're not going to interfere with that gut bacteria. So you guys, make sure to check out my last video. It'll be linked above with different types of sugar alternatives that are really good for your hormones, balancing your blood sugar, reducing inflammation, and they actually taste really good. Okay, and last but not least is starting to switch those desserts to more nutrient-dense fiber desserts full of that PFF, okay? So starting to switch to things that taste really good still, but are gonna be better for your blood sugar. So some examples could be fruit with cream, where you're getting your fat. It could be a banana with nut butter, so you're getting that PFF balance. Again, make sure to check out that snack guide below for ideas to start to switch your sugar-laden desserts to more healthy alternatives that are also going to keep you really satisfied and keep your blood sugar stable throughout the night, which is super important for your hormones. Keeping your cortisol stable through the night is going to help you sleep as well. All right, you guys, well, comment below with ways that you have started to reduce sugar in your diet for healthy hormones. And if you guys have any questions, also put them in the comments. I'm always here for you guys. And if you haven't downloaded my free snack guide, make sure you do that. And like and share this video if you found it useful. Until next time, talk to you guys soon.